Hey, Tubies, it's Psychic Bob. It is so rocking to be with you. Well, here we are. It's time for another Horoscopes. That's right. How do you like my Aquarius shirt I'm wearing today? You know, today's also Zodiac Thursday. We're going to have another video a little later about another astrological issue. I've got on my big Zodiac wheel pendant. I tell you, I'm in my astrology mode today. Look out. Well, I tell you, some days knowing astrology can be a little daunting, a little challenging, because sometimes once you actually start to read all the transits, you can be a little overwhelmed by what's going on. Today's one of those days where the stars are a little shaky, a little scary, but not to worry. We're going to get through it. I'm going to tell you about that. Well, you know, today we're starting out. Our sun is in Aquarius, and you know, I'm an Aquarius, so I'm loving that. This is my time period. If you're an Aquarius, you got a lot of high energy now. We also got a double dose of power, especially for Aquariuses, because our moon today is in Aries. Here's our big zodiac wheel. Look at that. So down here's the sign of Aries, and we're going to be in Aries pretty much all day today. Aries is a fire sign. So you've got a sun, air, and a moon fire. Stirs up a lot of energy. Sometimes it stirs up chaos, and today might be a little crazy. We're going to be in Aries until this evening. Around 9 o'clock, we move into Taurus. By 9 p.m. this evening, everybody will start feeling a little more grounded. Taurus is an earth sign. It'll kind of slow things down. But until around 9 p.m. tonight, it may be a bit of a challenging day. Now, don't panic. I got a little overwhelmed when I read this alignments today, but I'm going to give you the breakdown, and we're going to learn to deal with it, okay? So, why is it a challenging day today? Well, we have a lot of square aspects. Square is when a planet is 90 degrees to the moon. So imagine like that. It means that their energies are clashing, basically, in a nutshell. So today our moon is square Pluto. Our moon is square Mercury. And our Mercury is square Jupiter. Now, what does that mean? Well, our moon square Pluto means that Pluto is the planet that deals with long-term vision. Today, it's going to be hard to see beyond the moment. You know, if you go to a resume or to a job interview today, you know, and they say to you, well, where do you see yourself in 5 years? That's going to be a hard question to answer, because with that moon square Pluto, it kind of blocks that sense of long-term vision. And even if you give an answer, the interviewer may not sense it or feel it today. So just to know that, you know, be gentle with yourself. Don't get overwhelmed, but do know that that's a little bit of a challenge. Our moon is square Mercury. This means that communications are going to be a little challenged. You kind of know how, like, when Mercury goes retrograde, things go a little haywire in communications and mechanical things and contracts. Well, the moon square Mercury has kind of a similar vibe, so it's a little bit like Mercury retrograde today. Now, we also have the planet Mercury, which is square Jupiter. And what that means is there's going to be challenges in money discussions today. Mercury deals with communications. Jupiter deals with blessings, particularly in the area of finance. So today would not be the best day to schedule a meeting, like, for example, with a bank to get a loan or try to borrow money from people. Just maybe a little hard today. Remember, we got moon square Mercury, now Mercury square Jupiter, double block, particularly around communications related to money today. We also have our moon aspecting Uranus, and Uranus is the planet that brings kind of crazy, zany energy in. It can bring flashes of insight, but sometimes if it's not balanced right, that energy can be quirky and weird. So when you try to be creative and funny, it actually comes off offensive. So be careful with your words today. And then we also have the moon in opposition to Jupiter. And again, Jupiter is our planet that brings blessings, but the alignments today are kind of unfavorable. So you're not going to really get the full power of the blessing of Jupiter today. And Jupiter brings money blessings, it brings happiness, brings joy. Today may be a day where things are a little on hold, okay? Our moon today is also, well, we have one favorable aspect today, and that's the moon is trine Saturn. And Saturn is our planet. We call it the brakes of the zodiac. It also is the wisdom keeper of the zodiac. So it means today that things that slow down will ultimately have a blessing to them. You may not see it at the moment. Saturn also brings to our mind ways to be that we have maximum success. So today, honor your sense of timing, honor your sense of taking things slowly, okay? Now, that being said, we're going to spin around our wheel and look at everybody's horoscopes, okay? So, now if you don't know what horoscope sign you are, listen up, because after each sign, I give the birth date ranges. And when you hear the sign that your birth date falls in, that's your sign, okay? So, our first sign on our big zodiac wheel is Aries, which our moon is in today, and that's March 21st to April 20th. Aries, today is one of those days where you want to try to be aware of what's going on around you. Not a day to be assuming things. Aries want to focus on being seen today. Make sure that, particularly like in work, that your boss sees you, that your coworkers see you, because it's one of those days where somebody could start a rumor and say, well, they didn't come to work today. Make sure you're seen. Being seen today is all important for Aries. You don't have to say much today. In fact, I would encourage you to be more silent today because of these crazy transits, but just be seen today, and you'll have a much easier day. So, try to be as visible as you can in work and family and even in social activities. If you get invited to a party today, definitely go. You need to be seen. You don't have to say much, but being seen makes everything go better for you, okay? Your key word today is present. Be present, okay? All right. Our next sign is Taurus, and that's April 21st to May 20th. Taurus is, with that power, that moon power is moving into your sign tonight. You're already going to start to feel today like, okay, I think I can get through the day fine. Yes, this is true. You're going to get through this day. But the secret to success for you today is don't try to take charge yet. It's not going to happen really until tomorrow, or well, actually after 9 tonight into tomorrow, that you're going to feel like you're in a pace to really accomplish things. Today you do better just to stay back. People will acknowledge you today, and they will acknowledge your power and your ideas, but be very careful. Keep your thoughts close to your heart. Don't be sharing all your ideas today. Just hold them within. People are going to sense that you're in the know, and when the timing's right, you can reveal what you want to say, and people will then listen to it. So don't step into full-scale leadership today. Your key word today, Taurus, is wait. All right, our next sign is Gemini, and that's May 21st to June 20th. Geminis, today what you want to do is stay within. Geminis are natural communicators, and they're wonderful people. They're air signs, that Aquarius energy, and that Aries definitely has you in communication mode today. But what you're going to find is it's very easy today to step into the wrong conversation at the wrong time and really end up offending people. Geminis, you are not offensive people, but the alignments today would make it very easy for you to be misunderstood or misrepresent yourself. So today you want to stay out of doing meetings. I would avoid presentations today. Really try to work solo as much as you can and focus on the written word. And even that, I'd double check it, triple check it, okay? Your key word today, Gemini, is reflect, okay? All right, our next sign is Cancer, June 21st to July 22nd. Cancers, all of this air and fire energy really does have you stirred up and feeling creative and artistic today. The challenge is that when you start to enact your ideas, you might find that things don't fit together right. Like, let's say you're working on a work project and you're trying to get people to, bring their various parts and assemble it. You might find it's one of those days where you get part 1 and part 6 and part 2, but you miss the others. Today, you're going to have to just take things slow. Honestly, Cancer, you may not get a lot done. This is also a day where you think more in terms of planning for the next few days rather than hitting goals today. Today's probably not the greatest day for goals, but that's okay. That being said, work planning for the next few days, and then you'll be on track for your goals. Your key word today, Cancer, is patience. All right. Our next sign is Leo, and that's June 23rd to August 22nd. Leos, you are very much the performers of the zodiac, and you know that you love to share your ideas. Leos have a knack for money as well, but today, Leos, all of your bravado, all of your talk still may end up with things not being signed. Don't worry if you don't get the deal closed today or the contract signed. Mercury is square Jupiter. This is really affecting you very much today. That moon in Aries has you feeling like you think you're going to do it, but everything else around it says probably on hold today. Don't let that stress you. Just know that what you start today will be completed in the coming days, if not today. So to get through the day, just kind of stay within yourself, focus, don't push agendas, just state your truth quietly and clearly. Your keyword today, Leo, is silence. Okay, the less said, the better. All right, Virgo, August 23rd to September 22nd. Virgos, you are in artistic mode today. You're feeling very stimulated by all of the swirling air and fire energies. Today, you will have the most success if you create on a solo project, work for yourself. Not a good day for you to do teamwork. But the good thing is your mind is clear, at least in the moment. Again, with that moon square Pluto, it may be hard to project your images to the next year. But if you can focus on what you can do today, that is where success is for you. With that moon trine Saturn, that's also working for you, Virgos, because you're very much, reflective people. You tend to have a lot of wisdom. And today is one of those days where you're going to collect that inner wisdom. Use that to help plan your further events for the next few days. Again, you may not be able to focus on long-term today, but you can definitely get stuff going today that's for you, and that will eventually translate into others being in your circle. Your key word today, Virgo, is create. All right, our next sign is Libra, and that's September 23rd to October 22nd. Libras, you have a lot of insight. With that air energy, you're feeling very stimulated mentally today. But like our Taurus individuals, this is not the day for you to jump into leadership role. Libras will find that if they watch the activity around them today, they're going to notice patterns that they did not see before, particularly in the work area. Today has a lot of energy around Libras for working on work situations. You may, as I said, not accomplish a lot in getting people on your team or getting them organized. But if you observe today, you're going to get a sense of the energy flow. That's going to help you in the next few days to how to move your work to be more successful. So today is a day where you watch, you observe the successes and the mistakes of others, and you collect that wisdom for yourself. Your key word today, Libra, is watch. All right. Our next sign is Scorpio, October 23rd to November 21st. Scorpios, you're carrying a little bit of that Libra energy today. This is a good day for you also to step back from the fray and observe what's going on around you. Scorpios are going to have a sense today that their inner feeling and the outer world are going to start to sync up. Now, others around you may say, Scorpio, you're way off base. But if you look within yourself today, you're going to have a sense that your sense of time, your sense of when to move forward, your sense of how to conduct yourself is actually in harmony with the overall universe. So you can trust that inner vision. Again, not a great day to act because with the moon square Mercury today, you may find that people are not yet receptive to you. But that doesn't mean you can't figure out what they're about. So look at them, study them, learn what's happening. Your key word today, Scorpio, is focus. All right, our next sign is Sagittarius, and that's November 22nd to December 21st. Sagittarius, the last few days you've been very much in teacher mode. You've been very inspired and uplifted. Today you may start to feel inspired, but midway through the day you may have an energy drop. This is a sign that Sagittarius need to just step back and have a rest day. If you can at least take half the day off, that would be best for you. If you could take the full day off, that's even better. But Sagittarius should try to avoid working overtime today and try to avoid group events. Not a good day for socializing. It's very much more a retreat day for Sagittarius and a quiet day. I had a friend used to say, I'm having a pajama day. That meant they weren't getting out of bed all day and they were in pajamas. If you could do a pajama day, Sagittarius, this would be the best way to spend the day. If you got to go out in the world, practice just focusing on what you need to do. Don't get entangled in other people's issues. Your key word today, Sagittarius, is rest. Our next sign is Capricorn. That's December 22nd to January 19th. Capricorns, even though today is a challenging day, what you're going to realize is that you actually are operating from a place of stability. Now, the people around you today may not seem stable, and you might feel a little challenged getting anybody to hear you. So if you end up in a position today, Capricorn, where you're saying, I don't know what to do, just do nothing. Goof off. You can make this a play day. Capricorns will discover that through play, they actually get better teamwork. So it's not a day to assert authority and power. It's a day to be zany, goof off, and play. And now you're going to have more success. Your key word today, Capricorn, no surprise, play. All right. Our next sign is Aquarius. Yay, Aquarius power. Okay. January 20th to February 18th. Aquarius, all of this firepower, all of this air energy has you in super psychic mode. You are sensing the spirit world. You are sensing people's guidance from on high. Now, in terms of dealing with the people on Earth today, this might be a little challenging because, you're a natural communicator, but the moon's square Mercury today is blocking your ability to communicate with the outer world. Your communication gifts today are to stay within. You want to communicate with your higher self, communicate with the spirit world. Ask the spirit world today, Aquarius, to show you vision, where you need to be in the next few days and how to handle things, and then you'll be on track. So you're not going to see a lot of, communicating with the people around you, but that's okay because sometimes Aquarius are up in the clouds and forget to share their ideas with people around them. So today's going to be okay. You can stay in your higher self. Your key word today, Aquarius, is visualize. All right, our next sign is Pisces, February 19th to March 20th. Pisces, you have a lot of energy like the Aries today. You need to be seen. Pisces are going to have that star quality. A lot of celebrities are Pisces. I think Elizabeth Taylor might have been a Pisces. I'm not sure. I have to look that up. But, that Pisces have that mystical quality. Pisces can walk in a room and not say anything and people are captivated. Well, today with all of these blocks in communication and vision, you just want to be around today. Just be seen, be present. Don't worry about having to have a great speech prepared. If you're invited to a conference, all you have to do is stand there and look glamorous. You don't even have to do anything. You're going to be awesome. No, it sounds funny, but really just try it out and you'll see. Remember, we've got our moon trine Saturn today, which means that your wisdom is more internal. So trust that inner wisdom. Let it lead you and you won't go wrong. Today, you want to work with your intuitive self, your higher self, and simply be seen. That's where your success is. Your key word today, Pisces, is be present. All right, 2 words. Be present. Well, guys, there are our horoscopes for today. We spun around our big zodiac wheel. And, I got to remind you, when we have a day like today where the transits, we'll be honest, are challenging, don't panic. Because if we look to the stars above, we'll realize that all of this, even that zaniness of today, is in motion and rotating. And tomorrow is a new day with new blessings. So always look to the stars. And remember, They do not compel us or control us. The stars guide us as allies on our journey, and we can trust their wisdom to guide our day. I'm so glad you're here today, guys. You guys rock. I want to say thank you. You know, you're the best. Thanks for coming out to yesterday's video as well. We had a wonderful time on Imbolc. By the way, happy Imbolc to everybody. We're going to have another video a little later today. We'll talk more about that. But if you didn't see yesterday's afternoon video, we did an Imbolc walk. And I had a lot of fun. I went shopping too, so you want to check that out. It's in the queue right before this video, okay? Well, listen, guys, I'm going to get off here. I got stuff to do, but I'll be back a little later today. And we're going to have today's Thursday, so we're going to have a Zodiac Thursday. And we're going to do some other mystical stuff. So definitely be here. We'll see you in a little while. Blessed be. Oh, by the way, don't forget, hit subscribe. We'll see you soon. Blessed be.